Why do Indian politicians send their children abroad for education? Is it because foreign education is better? No. It is because they do not want their children living inside the country they helped manage. Alright, listen, this is a joke, this is satire, it's harmless little comedy. Please relax before someone forms a committee. Moving on. First, they do not want their children getting bitten by stray dogs. Nothing says world-class education like reaching tuition after completing a bonus rabies side quest. They can fix it, but they would rather ignore it. I guess that's okay too. They also do not want their children getting run over by a drunk driver. Remember, children, the essay is for the driver. If you get hit, your homework is apparently just suffering. And remember, kids, if you get hit, you don't get any monetary benefit, no free policy, no apology, you don't even get a juice at the police station. And no matter how loudly you shout, you don't get another round. Only the driver can ask for that. They can fix enforcement, but they would rather ignore it. I guess that's okay too. Then there are potholes, because apparently roads are now sold separately. It's a different patch you have to download and install, but with money. Potholes kill people too, but the road contractor calls them natural speed breakers. Why build a strong road when a cheap one leaves more money for somebody's foreign university fees? They can fix it, but they would rather ignore it. I guess that's okay too. They do not want their children paying unnecessary tax. No, I'm not talking about income tax or GST. I mean the tax that arrives in an envelope and somehow has no receipt. Let's call it convenience tax. You want a shop license? You have to pay the tax. You want a certificate? Tax. You bought a house? Congratulations! There is another tax. It is so normal that corruption is no longer hiding under the table. It has its own chair. They can fix it, but they would rather ignore it. And guess what? I think that's okay too. Abroad, their children enjoy the magical thing your taxes were supposed to buy. Infrastructure. They would not want their child crossing a bridge while wondering whether today is collapse day. They can fix it, but they would rather ignore it. And I guess that is okay too. They do not want their children trapped in a work culture that treats humans like rechargeable office furniture. Outside India, maybe a weekend is actually a weekend. Here, your manager gets shared custody of your evenings, your Saturdays, your Sundays, and your emotional stability. They can fix labor protections, but they would rather ignore them. And you and I both know that we guess that's okay too. They may also prefer that their children avoid a country where somebody announces that their religion is the best, and they do it every 5 seconds. It is excellent for elections, slightly less excellent for civilization. They can fix the incentives, but they would rather ignore them. There is even a theory that politicians send their children abroad so their powerful bosses cannot use them as leverage. If you can keep your children out of reach, blackmail isn't an option. Or maybe they do not want their children marrying other politicians' children. The outcome of that marriage would not be a baby. It is a corruption startup with seed funding. Or perhaps they do not want their children seeing what kind of people they really are. Actually, no, let's be honest. They're not protecting their image. They're protecting their convenience. They send their children abroad because they do not want their families suffering inside the system that the rest of us are told to proudly endure. Why repair the country when you can simply export the consequences? So no, they are not sending their children abroad because they believe deeply in global education. They are sending them abroad because if the dogs, the roads, the corruption, the work culture and the justice system are meant for somebody's children, they would prefer those children not be theirs. And of course, they would rather ignore all of us. And I guess that's okay too. And who am I? I'm just like you. We are all okay with it. Most of us. Please subscribe so I can make money for legal fees.